This is episode 21 of Daily Flip. I'm actually about to take you outside. We're going to be putting an air freshener inside of a vehicle. Just got a call from some folks from about 45 minutes away. They're on the way to look at one of my cars. They asked specifically about how the car smelled, specifically if it had been smoked in. So I'm going to put this air freshener in there just in case and actually show you a little up close. This is my go-to air freshener. One, they're cheap. These are those little trees you see in the gas stations and whatnot. I buy them in a 6-pack. I believe Amazon's where I buy them, so they're pretty cheap. Might come with like a 3-pack of a 6-pack. So check these out on Amazon. The reason I buy the new car scent is because it's not overpowering. You don't get in and think, why does this car smell like a coconut? So it's, you know, relatively close to what a new car would smell like. It's not exactly, but it's a good smell. So we're gonna throw this in. On a side note, hopefully I don't choke on this cough drop that I'm sucking on right now. Still got this sinus thing going on, so dealing with that. So this is the one they're coming to look at right now. Actually, this is a 2006 Chevrolet Equinox. It's CLT, it's all-wheel drive. My go-to placement for a air freshener is under the seat. Let me unlock this car. I'm not one of those people that's proud of my little tree and hangs it from the mirror. We have an alarm going off here. So instead of hanging it from up there, I'm going to just tuck it under the driver's seat. No one's going to see it, but you're still going to have the smell. We'll let that marinate. We're going to unlock the doors so when they get here. Another thing that I do if I have time is I like to start a car if I know someone's coming to look at it. I don't have any reason to believe that anything on the front line wouldn't start, but there's nothing more embarrassing than when someone comes to look at your car, put the key in and nothing. So I'm going to try this real quick. Hopefully it starts. Good. Lights on. Got a little belt squeaking actually. I'm going to let that run for a minute and see if that goes away. Roll the window down. If that doesn't go away, I'm going to take some silicone or some belt, belt conditioner and put on it, see if we can get that to go away. Little things like that can make people nervous, so see if that goes away. Otherwise, this is a vehicle we were just working on. Actually just shot a couple videos for YouTube and how to remove dents from bumpers. If you go back to yesterday's Daily Flip, you probably would see, I think I even mentioned this dent, which is no longer here. We popped that out using a heat gun, as well as inside we were able to take care of, I don't know how the lighting's going to be, but we fixed this headliner here that it had fell down, pretty common in the front and back of vehicles. So now it's not. We used a spray adhesive to take care of that. Those videos are not live. They'll be for our course. We may post a couple of them on YouTube. Otherwise, around back, this is a Mercury Mountaineer, the one that was inside yesterday. We've got the window motor installed. Everything's good, except we have an issue. I don't know if let me see if it's unlocked. I'll show you where it is. Yeah, okay, so there's a fuse right here. It's a 30. If I plug this in here, our lights in the rear should be on. And they're not. This is what's driving us crazy. Sometimes these lights will stay on permanently, sometimes they won't. So, I can't explain it, I don't know why. We must have a short somewhere. What happens is, when we pull this fuse out, the windows stop working. Or sometimes they do work. So sometimes we pull the fuse, the windows will still work. Sometimes we pull the fuse, the windows won't work. And vice versa with the lights. So it's been driving us crazy. I'm gonna go and pull it back out, just in case. But I just dropped it on the ground somewhere. I'll come back to that because I can't see it. So this is just being held up by that. Otherwise, we're good. It's not perfect, but it's a great $2,000 car. Coming around back, this Chrysler 300 here. Actually, when we walk inside, I'm going to give you a price comparison. A lot of people ask me where I buy my parts. Do I buy them from Advance? Do I buy them online? Do I use Rock Auto? We're going to compare actually on this one the front. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. You can't see it, but a tie rod end is what we need on these. Right behind this rotor, if you could see it, there's the outer tie rod end, and then going further in would be the inner tie rod end. Both of them are a little loose. We're going to replace the inner and the outer. I'll give you a price comparison here in just a minute. This guy is the complete opposite of me, the guy that traded this in when it comes to air fresheners. I'll show you his collection. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 11, 10 or 11, all flavors. So yeah, he liked his air fresheners. Otherwise, in the back, our Jeep over here, we've ruled or narrowed down our causes for the check engine lights to a computer. Actually, we did some research basically on Google, putting in all 4 of our codes, going through multiple forums. People have tried all kinds of things. Ends up they have a bad computer, so we've got to locate a computer that will match this, that hopefully doesn't have to be programmed, and that's something we'll probably get into next week. Otherwise, coming inside, we spent a little time on our Jaguar today. This is the Jaguar we've been having some transmission codes on. Today, actually last night, I drove it home. I reset the computer, was waiting to see if the readiness monitors would reset. Once this resets, we have to use this machine over here, which is our North Carolina emissions inspection machine, to inspect it. As a dealer, I can't sell it until it passes the North Carolina emissions inspection. So the check engine light came on. I assumed it was for the transmission. It actually was an Evap code, which pointed us to, and I'm going to pop this gas cap here real quick. Pointed us toward the Evap system, which is basically the system in your car that regulates the pressure and the fumes. It's supposed to keep as many of the fumes from the gas inside as it can, while also regulating the pressure. So this is the gas cap we actually just put on it. The one that we took off was threaded all the way around. There were apparently 2 different makes or models of the gas cap for this car for whatever reason. As we looked inside, I don't know if the lighting's even going to show that. That matches up with this in the way that it slots in. So I don't know if we're going to get lucky enough where it's just this. If you see this equipment laying on the ground, we'll put this back up there so I don't forget. Push it back in nice and hard. This equipment down here is a smoke machine. This is not an expensive machine by any means. I bought this on either Amazon or eBay, I can't remember. Some guy actually makes them himself. It's called Smoke Tech Storm, I think is what it's called. You power it by hooking it to your battery leads, or in our case we hooked it to our jump box over there. You then pressurize it by hooking it to your air compressor, and then you actually use, this is mineral oil. It's about the same thing as baby oil. So you power it. The smoke is made from this mineral oil, which you can buy at Walmart, wherever. So we did that. There was maybe possibly a slight leak underneath. It could have just been venting, but it's all up under the gas tank. So I'm going to drive it tonight and see if it'll reset with this new gas cap. Otherwise, we're going to have to drop the gas tank a little to get up behind to the charcoal canister, which is maybe where that little bit of smoke we were seeing under there was coming from. Otherwise, we'll come inside. I'll show you a price comparison on the tie rod ends and show you which one was cheaper. So we'll get in here. I'll grab my phone. All right, so that's a 2005 Chrysler 300. If you want to check behind me, it's a 3.5 liter rear wheel drive. The first place I went was actually Advanced Auto Parts. So we'll see if you can see this in the video. Maybe, maybe not. You can't see it. I'm gonna read it out to you. Just one front outer tie rod end is $19.19. The cheapest inner tie rod end is $30.70. So that was not gonna be a good option. And I'm actually gonna cough really quick because I'm about to choke. Oh man, and we'll leave that in. We don't need to edit that because if I die, I want it to be on film. No, not really. So rough math, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, that's $50. That's only for half what we need because we want both sides. We're gonna go over to Amazon, which I thought was gonna be cheapest. I can buy all 4, which is, if I can zoom in at all, I don't know if I can. It's basically a set of the inner and outer with the boots for that. This priced out at $29.25. I get a 5% discount on this because I have a Amazon credit card. So for business, I use that. We save 5%. And so I thought that was going to be cheapest, but I said, you know what? We had a guy the other day that mentioned Rock Auto. I don't use Rock Auto as much because Amazon and eBay have been cheaper. So I said, well, let me check that out. So I went over there, and as I went through, I added both. I probably can't see it as well. We've got 2 inner and 2 outer added to our cart. A subtotal was $18.40. With shipping, it was $27.39. So that was the cheapest. So I actually almost hit checkout. Then I said, let me check eBay really quick. I went over there and found all four for $24.20. And it says or best offer. It might take $1 cheaper. We'll see. I'll offer $1 cheaper, see what they say. I also get 1% back because of eBay bucks as a reward, and I'll buy this on Ebates, which is an app that will also give me 1% off. So that's 2% off, 30 cent off, maybe something, you know, not spectacular. But eBay was the cheapest on those parts. eBay and Amazon are almost always the cheapest for me. Rock Auto is one that I don't ignore, but it just hasn't been as cheap as Amazon and eBay. But they're usually almost always cheaper than going to Advance or AutoZone. So if you have the time, definitely take it and look online for your parts. Otherwise, that's been my day. We're actually about to go live on the Facebook page to do a live drawing. I don't know if we have our names. These are some of our names from the last 2 days. These people are stored for our drawing on Friday for the $25 Amazon gift card. So these are the folks that haven't won. And actually 2 that have, but they're here. We're gonna pile all these up on Friday and give away a $25 Amazon gift card. We're about to, over on the Facebook page, and you're probably watching this in the future, so this is already past and gone, but we're gonna do the drawing over there. So if you are watching this in real time, it's Thursday, March 8th, be sure to enter for tomorrow's drawing because that's the big one. That's the $25 gift card. You can do so over on the Facebook page by liking this post. That gives you 1 entry. If you comment, that gives you another entry, so that's 2. If you share it, that gives you 3, so you'll be entered 5 times for that drawing. So we're gonna actually, in this video, I'm gonna go live in the page and we're gonna give away a $5 Amazon gift card right now.